In this video today, I want to explain how DJs know what songs to play next. Before we start, if you wouldn't mind smashing that like button, it really helps out my channel. And the more times you smash the like button, the more likely my channel will grow. Be sure to watch this video all the way through to get all the information. Let's get into it. What's going on, people? I go by the name of DJ CB and I help bedroom DJs transition over to a club DJ. If you like the sound of that, make sure you're hitting that subscriber button down below and don't forget to hit that bell notification to get notified every single time I post a video. If you've just subscribed, write I subscribe in the comments down below and I'll reply back instantly. Let's get into it. So what I'm gonna do is talk through a commercial club scenario so you can understand how DJs know what songs to play next. When you hear commercial clubs, you're probably thinking pop, EDM, indie music. Well, for me, whenever I hear commercial clubs, I just think I can play commercial urban music. If I get booked for a venue, I am not going to turn up and just play what every DJ is expected to play. I'm going to put my own flavor on it. This is what's gonna separate me from other DJs. So when I go to a commercial club, it's a standard way the night normally plans out. First of all, the club opens and no one's inside. Secondly, the girls will start to come in with their friends and grab a drink. Next, girls will start to get drunk and want to dance. After that, more people will start to come into the club. Then everyone will begin to start to get drunk and want to dance. Everyone is now drunk and will want to hear their favorite songs. And then the club will start to close and then it's time to cool things down. So if you know this standard scenario of how every single commercial club plays out, it will make it easier to know what songs to play next, right? Let me explain further. So the first part of a standard commercial night is the club opens and no one's inside. At this point in time, no one's inside, so you can really play what you want. I tend to play old school R&B. It's my favorite genre, and because in this generation, the 18-year-olds don't really know it, I can't really play old stuff during the main set. So I can only really play this in my opening set. So during this time, I'll run through my old school R&B crate, just playing the songs that I love. So this is one way to know what to play next. You just play songs that you love that have low energy. Simple, right? Next step. The next part of the night is girls will start to come in with their friends and grab a drink. So you're playing the opening set and girls start to come in. Don't panic right now. You don't have to jump straight into getting the girls dancing. Let the girls come in and grab their drink and talk to their friends. In this scenario, if I'm playing old school R&B, I'll start selecting songs that they might know. Imagine a group of girls sat down having a drink and then you drop T-Pain, I'm in Love with a Stripper. Majority of the time they're going to start to sing because they know the song. But because they're not ready to dance just yet, you don't need to play anything for them to get up. Making sense so far? Right, let's move on to the next step. Girls will start to get drunk and want to dance. Right, so you're playing your opening set. The girls are starting to get a bit more loud, a bit more drunk. Now it's time for them to get up and dance. I personally have a ladies folder and inside there it pretty much has every song to make girls dance. So at this point, I'll head over to that folder and play some girls songs. Example of these songs could be Single Ladies Beyonce, Down on Me Jeremiah, or Rihanna Upon the Replay. During this part of the night, you should really have a ladies folder full of songs for the girls so you can select any song from that folder. With this folder in front of you, you won't have any issue of not knowing what to play next. After this, more people will start to come into the club. The girls are warmed up on the dance floor. It's about 11 PM and people are starting to walk into the club. The next thing I would do is head over to my club classics folder. In this folder it has all my commercial R&B classics that I really enjoy. And this can be stuff like This Is How We Do It, Montel Jordan, all the way until Usher, yeah. The reason why I head over to this folder is because everyone in the club should know these tracks. So it should be really easy to build a vibe on the dance floor and get more people on it. For this scenario, I would just sit in this folder and play the tracks from it. I think the whole how do DJs know what to play next just comes down to pre-planning your scenarios. Everything in my club classics folder is good enough to play at any time at this point. The dance floor is busy and everyone knows these kind of tracks. Imagine dropping Serrani No Gains at this point. The place will explode. After that step, everyone's gonna start to get even more drunk and more people are gonna wanna dance. This step kind of just leads on from the previous step. Now everyone is drunk and wanna dance, keep hitting them with them club classics. You really cannot go wrong. After that step, everyone in the place is drunk and they're all gonna wanna hear their favorite songs. This is called the main set. Now it's go time. Everyone is ready. It's 1 AM and the main set is ready to be handled. As a DJ, you should have a folder called main set or something along them lines to hit the crowd with the bangers that they've been hearing on the radio. An example of a banger in a commercial club to me would be Boasty by Wiley. This would go off. You need to kind of prepare yourself at home a little bit when it comes to DJing in clubs. You don't need to plan a set from start to finish, but you should be planning certain scenarios. Once you plan these kind of scenarios, you literally cannot go wrong. After the main set's all done, it's now time to wind things down. Club is beginning to close, man 1 and girl 1 have both found each other and they're ready to go home. This is the time to slow down the music and get everyone to leave all nice and chilled. At this point, you don't want to be playing anything crazy because this could result in fights happening outside. Head over to your slow jams folder or sing along tracks and end the night positively. Now, what I just explained was the perfect club scenario, and we all know as DJs there's no such thing as a perfect scenario or the exact same night every week. So I'm going to run through some specific things that DJs can do to know what songs to play next. First up, DJs can simply choose the next song based on the BPM. I play songs in BPM order mostly in a club. For example, when I'm warming up the whole club trying to get them to dance, I'll sit in my 90 to 100 BPM folder. And inside the folder, I have a 90 to 100 club classics. I can simply sit in this folder, order it by BPM and select the tracks I want one by one. Next, I personally don't do this, but some DJs can select their tracks based on key. Selecting the same key tracks can allow the mixing and blending of a track sound seamless and smooth. But in my scenario playing urban music, it really doesn't matter about key. Next up is energy levels. You can select songs based on energy levels of a club. For example, if the dance floor is rammed, but everyone on the dance floor seems a bit bored, turn the energy levels up. This way you can put some energy onto the dance floor. You can play Paris by Jay-Z and Kanye West and I guarantee your crowd will not be bored anymore. But you can also select your next song to cool the energy levels down. If you're playing too much up-tempo music, you can actually tire your crowd out and this could result in the dance floor clearing out because they need to go outside or get a drink. So you can select your next songs based on energy levels, but make sure you find the balance between high and low energy. Otherwise you can burn your crowd out or even worse, get them so bored that they want to leave. But the most important single skill that every DJ must know and can result in the best song selection is just reading the crowd. Reading the crowd is so important. I know I mentioned about all the scenarios and stuff, but like I said, that is the perfect example. You need to take your eyes off the laptop sometimes and look what's right in front of you. This could really help you in knowing what to play next. If there are a bunch of girls standing on the dance floor, what are you going to do? Play ladies music. If there are a bunch of bored people on the dance floor, what are you going to do? Play the commercial club classics. Sometimes you need to look up and see what's right in front of you for you to know what to play next. And that's how DJs decide what songs to play next. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button down below and don't forget to hit that bell notification to get notified every single time I post a video. If you got this far in the video, type song down in the comments down below so I know that you've watched the whole thing so I can thank you personally. I post videos every Monday and Friday and sometimes Wednesday, so make sure you subscribe to get more content. Also, don't forget to check me on Instagram at DJC_B. I post there regularly. I go by the name of DJ CB, and we're out.